Viral infections and other illnesses causing concern for many people this flu season, but parents in particular are struggling to find over-the-counter medications to help treat their children's symptoms.
We're doing our best to find solutions for our patients, but it's not easy at all. I mean, to look a parent in the face and say, hey, you really need this, but we don't have it.
From KTVU Fox 2 News, this is The Four.
And the increase in children's cases of the cold, flu, RSV, and COVID causing trouble at pharmacies. Welcome, everyone, to The Four. I'm Alex Savage.
And I'm Greg Lee. For weeks, children's Tylenol and Motrin have been hard to find around the Bay Area. KTVU's Brooks DeRose joins us live from Walnut Creek after trying to hunt down some of those desperately needed over-the-counter medicines. Brooks, what did you find?
Well, the short answer is, Greg, we didn't find much, or we found nothing at all. Now, here's what we know right now. This is not a supply chain issue. In fact, the FDA confirms that. Instead, just increasing high demand for these over-the-counter medicines as more and more children get sick.
It was scary because I don't like getting sick a lot.
For weeks, some sick kids have had to suffer because of this.
Empty shelves. Hard to find a lot of stuff.
Low stock or no stock on pharmacy shelves. The missing items, children's Tylenol, Motrin, and cough medicine.
I went to 2 CVS's and then finally found some at Safeway.
This East Bay family traveled from Concord to Walnut Creek just to get what they needed.
It was a challenge. Yeah, so we kind of resorted to like cough drops for kids versus medicine.
Even pharmacists say an increased demand for fever-reducing medicines like ibuprofen and acetaminophen is scarce across California and the nation.
There's been a huge shortage. I'd say for the last 2.5, 3 weeks, it's been out. Every wholesaler we can think of to try to contact to get inventory has been basically, there's no allocations, there's nothing available.
Pharmacist Ken Ty says his pharmacy is lucky to get a couple of bottles or boxes a day.
It's super tough because we're dealing with kids, and as a parent myself, it's very difficult to tell a parent that you don't have medications which they truly need.
Manufacturer Johnson & Johnson says we're experiencing high consumer demand and are doing everything we can to make sure people have access to the products they need. We will continue to work with our retailers to provide children's Tylenol throughout the cold and flu season. The FDA says it is not reporting shortages of the drug, but like the manufacturer said, there is an unusually high demand.
I do think this year is different. We're dealing with the so-called tridemic of COVID plus RSV plus flu.
Doctors say symptoms can typically be treated with alternatives or modifying other versions of medications.
There's also the possibility of talking with the pharmacist about dosing of the adult version of those medications and potentially being able to grind that up and put it into a liquid or into something like applesauce.
Best advice? Don't panic. Doctors say most symptoms this season are relatively mild, so have kids drink plenty of fluids to let the virus run its course, just like this guy did.
I like to go out places. That's why I don't like to get sick.
Now, this is an ongoing problem. In fact, just hours ago, I spoke with a KTVU producer, and she told me that over the weekend, she went to 10 different pharmacies in the East Bay and could find none of that children's Tylenol. Now, many of the pharmacies I spoke with today said they're expecting supplies later this week, some getting that supply as early as tomorrow. Reporting live in Walnut Creek, Brooks DeRose, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
All right, Brooks, thank you.